Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I have got a repotting video for you today, and it's something a little bit different. I am trying out something new. I'm going to be trying out a self-watering pot that was sent to me, and I'm going to be using it for a plant that needs a little bit more attention than I can give it, and a little bit more water and watering than I can give it on a weekly basis. It's a little bit of a diva. So stay tuned and we'll get to it. And I also have a discount code for you, so you don't want to miss that. Okay, so the company that sent me a pot is Mudeela, and it is this pot right here. And I'll show you a little closer in just a moment. Here's the instructions that came with it. Now, when they reached out to me, their name sounded familiar to me for some reason. I couldn't figure out why, but I had purchased something from them not too long ago. If you remember my video on redoing my dining room, and I had purchased 2 plant stands that I had painted and kind of give it a little bit of a shabby chic look. Well, those 2 plant stands, and I'll leave the links down below and show you a picture here of them, were from Mudeela. And I had painted them in, you know, one all white and one just the top white, and kind of scuffed them up and gave them a shabby chic look. And I used one in my dining room and one in my living room now. And that's why the name sounded familiar to me. But I love those plant stands. They're wonderful. Now, I painted mine because I wanted that aesthetic look. But they do come in a wonderful natural bamboo brown look to them. So they also have plant stands too, but I am anxious to try out their self-watering pot, and it does come with legs, so it kind of stands up a little bit. But let me show you what it all comes with. Let's see here. I kind of put it somewhat together. They have a little sensor on their pot that goes in at the bottom here, and it requires 2 AA batteries, and that is, I think, a brilliant idea because, you know, you don't want to be checking the pot all the time. Do I have water in there? Do I not have water in there? You know, so this way it'll beep when you run out of water, and then you can put more water into it. So let me put my AA batteries in, and it does have a little arrow there showing you which way goes up. And you just simply slide it in there. There you go. So you know it's in there, and it's beeping because there's no water in it. But okay. And then it also comes, I'm gonna have to take this out until it works, obviously. So it comes with the pot. It's about a 6-inch pot. And I was thinking, you know, well, if it's self-watering, you know, you want some of that water to drain back out, but it does come with little mesh. See if I can show you right there. Little meshes right there that don't let the soil back through into the tank down there. And it also comes with your little cord that you put through these 2 holes. So we'll just put them right through there. So that will be how it wicks up the water. It's basically a wicking system that it will maintain the soil moist, and the plant will draw up whatever water it needs. Now, the other thing that I love about this pot is that it has little peg legs, and you just screw them right on here, so you can put it on the ground, on the floor, and give it a little bit of a lift. which I like. And I love the look of the little pots with legs on them. So you just screw these on. On all the way, because you don't want it to be wobbly. Okay. So that's how that looks. And then it will sit right in here. This is the, we're doing this together. This is the little lip that moves to the side, and that is where you would put the water. There. Okay. Now there are two little notches on each side that you can lift the pot out, but otherwise it sits down in there. Once you're done putting water in here, that goes into and through to the reservoir, you just close it off and forget about it. Now, the plant that I'm going to be using, let me put this over here, is this one. You probably remember this one from my video of second chance plants. This is the zebra plant, and yes, it's looking a little droopy because I wanted to show you the state it gets in after I miss 1 or 2 days of watering. I watered this plant 4 days ago, and look at it already. Now, once it does receive water, it will perk back up, but my watering this every 3 days is just not, you know, it doesn't quite suit my schedule. So when Mudeela sent me this pot, I thought this is the perfect plant for it. Because it's one that requires more attention, more water and watering than I'm able to give or willing. And so let's try it out on that. Now, this is in a 4-inch pot, and it could be why one of the reasons that it's going dry so soon. It may be, who knows, a little bit root bound, and it's going to a 6-inch pot. So it should be just fine. The plant is big enough to be in that pot. I'm really not going to take a whole lot off of the roots because I don't want to shock the plant. I've got some repurposed soil here that I've added some nutrients to, worm castings, and some Tank's Green Stuff fertilizer too. So it'll have that. I will be using filtered water in the reservoir. You can use distilled water, whatever kind of water you want, well water if you have that. If you want to use fertilized water, you can use that too. So if I decided to use a batch that I already have of the liquid dirt water and put some of that in there, I could do that also. So, you know, who knows, I may do that. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is take this pot out and go ahead and start filling this up. Now, it does come with instructions, but you know, it's easy enough to figure out. I mean, I'm figuring this out as I make the video, so it's not difficult at all. This soil is very dry, so that's why you see some dust. But I wanted it that way to see how quickly this gets filled up. Now you see the nursery pot that came from the store already has a wick in it, so you know, this plant is good for that type of watering system. So I'm just gonna hold on to the stalk and squeeze gently. Oh, nice roots. I will use this pot again, but you can see the beautiful lovely roots there. And I'm not going to disturb them. I'm just going to nestle her in there. And fill in the side. Get some pine needles in there. If you have a 6-inch pot already, then it's just easy to plop it right in here if you're not going to be changing the soil. Tuck her in. And off the sides. Okay, I had to stand up for this part. So we've got the plant already potted up, the wicks hanging down. I'm going to go ahead and put the alarm in, put the plant in. Yes, I know you need water. I've got some filtered water here. Let me just move it around so you can see. Still beeping, so I will continue pouring. Now the dinging did stop. That means that it's reached its minimum amount. But if you continue pouring water, it should sound a longer ding. Which means it's reached its maximum, so you should stop at that point. Close the little lever there and wait for the water to absorb up. And just straighten her out. You're sliding a little bit, honey. So there it is. I'm going to put her out. Well, I think I'm going to leave her here in the plant room near the grow light and near the humidifier because she seemed to like it there. But I will take some pictures probably in a couple of hours of how she's doing, and you'll see that the leaves have perked up. And
2 hours later.
I'm hoping, and I'm pretty much rest assured that this pot will help me in the watering of this, so I don't have to be on top of it all the time, because she does need more attention. And that was one of the reasons that she didn't survive with me the last time. Now, the other thing that Mudeela did send me, and I want to show you these, they do also make the plastic plant saucers. I got some 12-inch ones for some larger pots that I have, but I also use them to arrange smaller pots in here. Instead of using a bunch of 4-inch ones, I'll just put all of the 4-inch pots or nursery pots that I may have in here, and I'll show you a picture of that also. Okay, now Mudeela does have a 20% off discount code for a gray one of these pots, and I think that's a really great deal because the original price is, I thought was great too. So you'll want to take advantage of that. The links are down below to their Amazon shop. It is an affiliate link, so if you purchase through that link, I do get a little bit of help on that, and I appreciate that. But take advantage of the code and the 20% off. I think you'll really enjoy it. And thanks so much, friends. I appreciate your being with me today and watching me repot my little zebra plant today. And I will keep you updated on how she's doing with this self-watering pot. And if that seems to be the answer for me on some of my plants that need a little bit more watering than I'm able to keep up with. Thanks so much, friends. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Have a blessed day.